Hello, hello. This is Rosie. Welcome to Rose Tinted Diamonds. Today we are going to do a quick review of this painting here. You guys, it's done. I did it. It's done. Hooray. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning watcher, welcome back. If you are a returning watcher, you have probably seen this painting. This painting has been the bane of my existence. Sorry, I'm grabbing my journal real fast. Whoop. This has been the bane of my existence for the last, literally, this is actually kind of poetic, 6 months. I started this bad boy 12/3/24. I bought it 5/1/24. And I finished it on 5/3/25. That is exactly 5 months. 5 months, 6 months, 5 months, 5 months. Yes. 12. Whatever. Anyways, math is not my strong point. That's totally fine. Whether it's 5 or 6 months, whatever. Now I'm questioning myself. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so this is actually on its way out at her store. So if you want to get this, you will probably have to buy sooner than later, I'm assuming. This was start number 34 for me. 2024, this was start number 18. This is finish number 43. I had to go back and I had a whole issue of trying to figure out my numbers and everything, but this is number 43, and for the year it is number 9. I am giving this to my child for his bathroom. He also has a little Temu kit that I did for him the first year that I started doing this. I received that kit as a gift. And it's Kirby with Pokemon cafe style food and stuff. So this is the perfect companion piece to that. And he wanted them in his bathroom specifically. I think it's going to look amazing. I have a frame coming that will be here, I think, in a week. But if I'm being honest, this kit was a nightmare. It turned out amazing. It turned out really good. I think it's very interesting with all of its different colors and everything. If I had a choice, if I were to do it again, I probably would have cut down the background, found a way to cut the amount of white color blocking down. There is a bit of gapping because of the way that I did things. I'm going to try the mica method. I did a little bit here, but you can still see some of the gapping. Some of that is me. Some of that I think is just the drills being the drills. Overall, I think it's a really nice finish. However, I would not do this again if you paid me to. The actual act of doing the whole thing was not enjoyable. In my opinion. White background, not that lighter backgrounds in general. This is not a Jaded Gem Shop issue. This is just an in general thing. White backgrounds or light colored backgrounds have a tendency to show literally every imperfection that you create kind of thing. So it was already kind of a rough thing to begin with. And then there's a lot of really light colors in here too. I do think the cake here lost a lot of definition. I think, a lot of this stuff lost a lot of definition. It looks a lot better in camera than it does up close in real life. But in my opinion, this could have been a lot cleaner of a, like a definitive line to make Kirby look like Kirby. I don't know. A little, like in the picture itself, like they got the colors right? For the most part. It just seemed very stark, I guess. And with these several different like purples rather than like pinks in it, the picture just kind of felt muddled, I guess. Like, this is not going to stop me from buying from Jade at all in any way, shape, or form. I found out, you know, with the Hallowitch that I did last year, very quickly that the pixel charting is going to be my go-to. This is a hybrid charting. Pixel charting is Jade's, like hand charting, like more hand charting. This is more computer rendered, with just small touch-ups, as far as I understand. And this really solidified the idea for me that I love her pixel charted. I did a mystery kit for the the Crafter's Den. There we go. Sophie's Discord, the Crafter's Den. They do seasonal mystery kits, and I've done one mystery kit, and that one was perfection. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really didn't have any like complaints about that one. I think honestly, like this style of diamond painting just isn't for me specifically, and that's okay. You know, a lot of people really love it, and I love that, and I think there's a lot of artwork out there that looks absolutely amazing. But for me personally, I will be sticking to Jade's pixel charting. I have one more that I decided that I had bought with this painting. It is a Zelda, Legend of Zelda kit. I'm really hoping that it comes out as a pixel charting too, because I will literally be giving that Zelda kit to, or at least a Zelda kit. I will give that Zelda kit to my brother once it's complete, and then I would like a Legend of Zelda kit for myself. I am an avid Zelda fan. We're an avid Kirby fan family. We play lots of that. I'm actually going through some old games right now and revisiting some of the old Kirby games. Super fun. We're Nintendo people. We enjoy many of those things. But this was rough. And again, this is not a Jade issue at all. A lot of this is a me issue. And it just not being to my particular taste. I think with the, because from here down to like here is filled in with that mica powder. I will be using the mica powder method on this background and in some of the like lighter spots of this painting. And I think it's going to make a really positive impact. And it's going to be encased in glass, so I'm not going to have to worry about the mica powder coming off on literally anything. So, bonuses. But yeah, I don't hate it. I just didn't enjoy the process. And again, that's a me thing. There were 38 colors in this. There was no specials. I literally just got it as is. Wanted to, especially after the first one, I had crystals charted in it. Didn't like the placement of the crystals, so I just kind of went with, you know, what originally it has on it. Same thing with my Zelda one. It's all just original stuff. I may bling that one up. Not sure yet. I have lots of DP sparklers stuff, so who knows. But the materials themselves, for the most part, were really good. I did have a lot of trash-prone well, I can show you a little bit in here. I had already dumped some of that, but there was a lot of this where the, okay, there it goes. Where the two or three diamonds would be stuck together. And they're a pain to get apart, and then they'll have like tabs stuck on them. That one turned out fine, but I didn't really mess with a lot of those. There was some with like little pinholes. Like, okay, we're just going to have issues today. But that's okay. This is just a quick video to just kind of give people, and it's gone. It's fine. To give people like kind of an idea of how this particular painting turned out, especially if, there it is, if you want to purchase it before it goes away, as long as it's not already gone. But yeah, I continue to support Jade and Jaded Gem Shop. I want to get these done before I buy any more paintings, but 100% I have a whole list of kits that I will be probably slowly buying from Jade. So this has not stopped me from buying from Jade. This is just a personal preference. Once again, I will preface this as this is a personal preference. This is literally just me figuring out, even 2 or 3 years later, what I enjoy, what I don't enjoy. Tastes are constantly changing, and so is, you know, like methodology and how I do things. So as of right this moment, this is not it for me personally. But my kid loves it, so I really can't argue with the finished product, right? Because it absolutely served its purpose and my kid adores it. So no issue there. Glue was great. I had 0 issue with the glue, 0 issue with the canvas itself. Again, there was some trash prone stuff, but most companies have that issue, so that's not really a ding in my opinion. So really it really came down to preference on methodology and the amount of confetti / color blocking. So, which is funny. So as far as the confetti goes, I started out hating the confetti, but once I started making smaller squares, because what was happening was my brain saw all of the different symbols and had a really hard time picking out the different symbols in a big area, because I usually have like a decent sized area to work on at a time. And my brain struggled with that. So once I started going and like really like doing like smaller sections like that, it became really enjoyable actually. And I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of like this through here, because I figured out at that point that I was able to make smaller sections. And even though it felt almost like I have a weird thing about like wasting time, like, yes, I'll just do a big one and just get everything done, but then the sections take too long, and then my brain is like, you're taking too long for sections. So again, a lot of this is just personal preference and personal issues. But I ended up really enjoying the confetti on the inside of Kirby. What I didn't enjoy was the giant sections of color blocking, which is the opposite of what normally is the case for me. I like line blocking usually. I like, you know, sections like this of color blocking. For me, that's like that like middle ground of like confetti / color blocking. But yeah, I ended up enjoying the actual like image way more than I thought I would. And yeah, so overall, I do consider this a win. As far as enjoyment goes, I'm gonna give that, like, I haven't written it down, but I'm gonna give it like a solid 3 out of 10. And again, that is not a reflection on Jade or Jade's product in any way, shape, or form. That is it. This is a me like opinion / issue. So this does not reflect. And then the confetti, I'm gonna give it like a We're going to give it like a 7 out of 10. But yeah. Shop at Jaded Gem Shop. Because honestly, like, she's got some amazing stuff. And if you haven't seen some of her pixel charted stuff, I have one in the wait that I am absolutely ecstatic for. And trust me, if you find something that you like, don't let my review of this particular kit stop you from purchasing. Just be aware that there is a lot of confetti in her hybrid kits specifically. That is all. I think her products are great, and I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a really day.